Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where I'm very excited about probably one of the most interesting products that will be released this year, and that is Coca-Cola Starlight. Holy smokers, and this was very hard to find. This is one of the last places, again as usual, to get it. It's already been available around the country for a number of days or weeks before I'm getting it here. I've tried to find it everywhere. It's simply not available, but finally found individual bottles of it at Giant, and what they're touting this as somewhat of a mystery flavor. It says on the label here, space flavored. So they're trying to convince us that whatever this is what space tastes like. Let's take a closer look at the packaging here, and frankly there isn't all that much to look at. Very understated compared to some of the Mountain Dews and so forth I've looked at recently. You've got the Starlight limited edition, the Coke logo, and this sort of branding of Creations with this red sort of gas station logo floating in front of a field of stars, and some sort of a suggestion of cosmic radiation. So very much on theme. I think it looks quite nice, but it's just not knocking you over the head with any sort of super elaborate artwork. And it's quite mysterious also, much like the product branding and the flavor. Who knows what's out there in space. Let's go ahead and pop this open. I have this chilled in my Coca-Cola cooler. Some people have a wine cooler. I have a Coca-Cola cooler to the precise 34 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but there's a slight reddish pink tinge to the otherwise Coca-Cola tinge of color to this, so we'll see how that translates as I pour it into the finest bachelor's glassware here. And yes, you can see that even more. I'm going to get this cap on. Don't lose the carbonation. Let's see if you can hear it. It's the carbonation. Does it pass the microphone test? But overall, as you can see, even more in the cup than in the bottle. You've got a definite reddish magenta Coca-Cola color tint. Now the aroma, it's a pretty weak aroma even compared to regular Coca-Cola. It's definitely got some sort of like a candy fruit type aroma. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I'm a bit underwhelmed initially here. It definitely has a weaker Coca-Cola syrup flavor. Whatever has been added to it isn't exactly coming through very strongly. somewhat reminds me of the orange vanilla Coke, whatever that was, where the flavor was too weak. It's so vague. That it's hard to even tell what it is. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was something like the merest hint of boysenberry bubblegum, raspberry zing with a bubblicious bubblegum flavor mixed together. Maybe the whole idea is like you can't hear anything in space and you can't taste it either. Every woman watching this is feeling a thrill going up her leg because I'm one of those Mr. Rochester types, gruff, mysterious, unknowable, with an impeccable Adidas track jacket and well-polished floor shine shoes, smoking a big fat cigar. And I'm right upstairs, and now I'm coming down the stairs, firmly gripping the oak banister as I descend the stairs. Oh no, someone left Bewick's History of British Birds on the stairs. I trippeth, I doth fall, catcheth me. You let me fall. You were fooling me all along. I always said all women are tricksters. Well, the joke's on you. Even as I lie here at the bottom of the stairs, my small typewriter upstairs is typing up the necessary papers. You will never leave Tarnation Manor again. Well, I have to say that this first venture into the final frontier of the Creations line is quite underwhelming. I not only love regular Coke, but also cherry Coke and vanilla Coke. And both cherry and vanilla Coke have a very strong flavor of cherry or vanilla, respectively. You know exactly what you've got. And they also retain the Coca-Cola flavor much better than some of these other combinations Coke has put out. So I really recommend that they continue this line that they've started with this Creations, but make sure those Creations have strong enough punch in the flavor that it gives a distinctive product that people are going to buy again. I would not necessarily run out to buy a huge case of this again when I know I can get a much stronger flavor out of regular Coke or vanilla Coke. If I saw this in a vending machine and I was parched, would I buy it? Absolutely. It's still a refreshing, sweet soft drink. So I'm interested to hear what you think the flavor is if you've tried this, and you probably have had this in your area longer than I have at this point. But I have not done any research. I don't like to spoil the ending, so to speak, so I have not looked up what the flavor is supposed to be. At best, I could say this is like a raspberry, boysenberry, vanilla, bubblegum added to a watered down Coke, but fortunately still enough sugar and carbonation that is not watered down in literal terms. But they really need to work on the strength of the flavors and pick something and make that the strongest element. So I'm going to say that, this was a decent soda, but a forgettable one despite the creative marketing of it. So I'm going to go ahead and begrudgingly give this 3 out of 5 stars. It probably should get 2 for being a bit underwhelming, but at least the product that's there is of a decent, satisfactory quality. So let's just hope that they can boost the flavor and make a more distinctive flavor in this Creation soda line. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.